Hello everyone. I'm just gonna check quickly if everything is okay and if the music is not too loud. Let me quickly take a look and then we'll go on with the recap for this week. Okay. Come on. Okay. Let's see if you can hear me well. Yeah, the music is good too. Okay. Okay, let's go to the 23rd, which is it 23rd? First day of the last week is the 23rd, which I did trade and oops. Just want to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So, on this day, I remember clearly it was a very, very difficult day, but I managed risk. I realized that I'm trading making a counter trend, and it's not gonna go into profit. So what happened first? Let me just delete everything here. Okay. This is the time I would sit down, 14, which is 7 o'clock Eastern, yeah, Eastern. And there was this gap, as you can see, between these. Let me draw a maybe rectangle. Where's my rectangle? I don't have a rectangle here. Does that mean that I have to go here to customize and add rectangle? Yes, I have to add rectangle. Okay, so here, as you can see, there's a small little gap between these candles, which starts from here to here. And then I waited for the first retracement, which happened here in this candle. So as you can see, by retracement, I mean a candle coming or breaking above the previous candle. As you can see, this candle did not break above the previous candle. This one just went straight down without a wick, a top wick. This one did not break. This one did not break. This one attempted to break, but it couldn't break the top of this candle. And this one did, and I entered right here. And then from right there, as you can see, it just went down so fast, super fast. So my TP would have been here. So if I could move my entry to where I entered, my stop loss behind. So the stop loss should go behind the first retracement or first resting before the gap, which is here. Then where's my entry? Okay, my entry is here. As you can see, the price did not react to my TP1, which is here. Like normally it should come to TP1 and go rest a little bit, even maybe to go back to entry and then go to TP2. But it did not react to my TP1. And then as soon as this happened, this V happened, I realized, oh, it's not gonna go back down again. It's definitely gonna go up. And then I closed my trade over here. So that was a save actually, because it went up right straight, as you can see. If I go to the 1 minute chart, you'll realize one big reason that I did close, another big reason, was that there is no gap here. This candle, this 1 minute candle went down. This is the gap I had drawn. This 1 minute candle went down all the way here and then went up again, filled the gap, as you can see, and then went down again. So there is no gap. It's all, there's no spike in here. So that's another reason. And then I realized, okay, that's not a gap, but this huge thing is a gap. Let's just, I need to be a little bit faster because I don't want it to be too long. So as you can see, between these two candles, the top of the previous candle here, the bottom of the next candle here, this whole thing is a huge gap. And when there is this gap, the first retracement, as I said, I'll go in. And this is where I went in. And stop loss goes behind this TP, sorry, the entry here. So TP1 and then TP2. As you can see, the price reacted to TP2 so well. Like it just hit TP2, went down. Of course, I don't know why. I don't know whether I was stupid or I don't know what happened. Anyways, or maybe this one was TP2. Anyway, hit TP2, went all the way down to entry, and this was the market open, or a New York SE open. So there was a huge retracement. How many candles did it come back? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's not count like that. So it came back down 16 candles that it had gone up, but it hit my entry again and went up all the way, and I closed at TP3, which was really good. So if we want to go see the history on that day, 23rd to 24th. Oh, it's showing 24th as well. So these were the two date. Where is the date? Okay. These are the two trades. One I closed here with $5. The other one 368. It's much more than TP3. I don't know why. Anyways, it's 3.6% of the account. That was the day, and I called it a day. Oh yeah, so now I know. Okay, so I closed half of it here and then closed the other half at TP5. That's why. And as you can see, there was a huge retracement again back from where I closed fully all the way down. So next day, I was a little bit lazy. No, I did trade, it seems. Oh, that was last week. Okay. Come on, where are you, price? 24th. Here. Oh, this day was a terrible day. Terrible day. I don't know why this is making this mistake, but so I entered the market, sat down here and saw this big gap over here. And so obviously the first retracement is this one, and this is, and the stop loss would go behind that. So this is what happened. Okay, and the 2x, as you can see. So I entered one trade over here, and in the same 5-minute candle, another trade, the 2x over here. It did not go down, it came up here. I closed half to make sure I'm not losing much, or the 2%, and then it went all the way down to close to my TP2, TP1, and I should close at TP1 when 2x hits, because that would be TP 3.5 for the both of the trades. So I couldn't, like, it didn't hit my TP, went all the way up. Unfortunately, because I closed half over here, I moved the stop loss behind this one, this wick over here, and it did not, it just hit my stops and did not respect that zone over there. And that was my day, basically. And I'm happy, kind of, that I did not do anything else. I probably could have entered here, but I don't think, let's see. So, oh no, there is no gap. There is no gap over here. There is a huge, not a huge one. There's a small gap over here that I'm happy I did not enter anything at all. So this day was like not a very good day to trade for my strategy. Let's go to the next day. Oh, this is the day that I did not trade, or was a little bit too lazy to trade. So this is 14. Okay. So where is it? Here. So there's no gap here, there's no gap here. There is a gap over here, which is, as you can see, let me draw with this rectangle. There's this gap over here, but the entry would be all the way up here, and definitely a stop would hit. So I did not enter that, or I did not trade that day. But the next entry for that day would have been where? Not here, not here. There's no gap here in this big candle. Oh, there's another gap here, but again, stops would hit. So I'm happy that I did not trade that day. And the next day, and the reason I did not get out of bed was that when I woke up, I saw these long wicks. As you can see here, long wick, long wick, long wick, up and down. So this is a nasty day. So, and I even like got up again one more time over here, and I realized, ah, no, these wicks are not good. So I don't like this day, and I'm not gonna go sit in front of the chart on these days again as well. This day, look at this. So again, two trades. There was this gap, huge gap over here. Huge gap over here. And obviously those who started working before me, they had, sorry, just a second. Okay. They had their entrance here, or entry here. And there was another gap. So I thought, like, usually when there's two gaps, it's highly probable that your TP will hit. And then, and this candle came and activated my first trade. So entry all the way up here. It should actually be even higher, like here. And then the second one here, the 2x, and it went down, didn't hit stop, went up again, and then hit stop. I turned half of it here, but then I moved my stops behind this one, but it still got stopped. And then went right back up all the way to TP, what? TP 3 in one go, and then TP 7 or something. Yeah. Anyways, that was a bad day. I lost everything, I think. By this day, I lost everything that I got the first day. So this was 300 something, $5, these two. So 217. Well, I was up that week. And then, no, not last month. And then what happened? On Wednesday or Thursday. No, this is not it. Give me a second. This is the 27th, 26th. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Anyways, I got stopped out here on this day. Let's go to the last day one more time quickly. Just a second. Okay. And this is, come on. This is the last day of the week, which was really good. I entered the market over here, yes. 10 to 7 maybe. And then as you can see, there's a big gap here in this candle. So, but the market was scary too, because as soon as I wanted to enter here, so my stops was here and entry was right under this red candle. That was the entry. As you can see, the first candle came down, the second candle came all the way down and activated my 2x, and it went all the way up again. And then because it was so quick, I did not close at TP1. I should have. I shouldn't have violated my rules. Anyway, if I had stopped at, closed at TP1, that would have been 3.5%. The total of both of them. Anyway, it went up here. It went up to TP2 as well. I don't know why I did not close. Oh, I remember. Because I had put my stops over here and my TP2 was not there. So it was up here. So, but I did realize that, like, based on the higher time frames, that the price should go up to this red line that I have. As you can see, it's my TP7. So I left it open. There was news here, and it went all the way down, and I was in drawdown a little bit, but I still did not close. It played for how much? For around 12 bars, an hour, and then at New York Open, it went up and up and up. In 15 minutes or 20 minutes, hit my TP 4, was it, or 3? Yeah, TP3, I guess. Anyways, that was a good day, but after that it went all the way up, much higher than I anticipated or I wanted or I was in. But that's okay. The good thing is that last week was a good week. Last week, let's see. Oh, this is this week. Last week would be which days? 23rd till 27th. So I'm up 5.6%, which is nice. That's the week. So there are two things that I should learn from this week. First of all, do not panic. Do not close half or halves. And take your, or if you are doing this, for example, and your stop is here, do not move your stops and just take your TP1 when it activates. See? It has even hit my TP2. I don't know why I didn't do that. Anyways, get the TP1, get out on market, and you won't have to tolerate this much 1 hour. Have a good day, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.